Welcome back to Expedient Leadership, where we share practical, easy to apply leadership principle for all leadership levels. Once again, I'm Jeriel Lubaton, a Fellows Leadership student. Today, we'll talk about being thankful. Humans have created endless titles and awards, from world sports such as the Olympics or local basketball leagues such as NBA. Universities award honors such as magna cum laude or in high school valedictorian. Well, in college, I received a very unique award with this title, the most appreciative student. The award came from my work on coordinating a recognition dinner for our choir director who was retiring. I had worked closely with the student activity director, and somehow she must have seen that in me there was this true and genuine attitude of gratitude. It was after receiving this award that I realized the power of appreciation. I've learned that being thankful is both essential and powerful. Since then, I've come to realize that being grateful is not born out of emotion, but a mindset that recognizes the good things in life, no matter the situation. If we only gave thanks when we feel the emotion of thankfulness, we would miss out on many things that we should be grateful for. Being grateful is also not the result of favorable situation, but in thinking that despite our situation, there are things to be thankful about. Surely, there are many people who are in favorable situation but lack gratitude. They find many reasons to complain, no matter how good the life they may live. We just returned from Vietnam, and I am so impressed at the Vietnamese people's appreciation for the very small things of life. No matter how small the tip we gave for the services they rendered, their appreciation of what we've given was just always impressive. One very memorable moment was when my wife gave a tip less than $20 to a driver who drove us around all day, everywhere in the southern part of Vietnam in Dalat. His expression of thanks left such a lasting impression on us. Of all people, leaders have to be good at giving thanks. Yes, leaders need to be thankful. If you want to be a real success, you need to have an attitude of gratitude. So let me give you 3 reasons for why successful leaders must practice thankfulness. Firstly, being thankful sets us up for a winning attitude. Successful leaders have winning attitude, and a winning attitude always includes gratitude. A winning attitude gets us going no matter what today holds. We make best use of today to prepare us for tomorrow. How do we do that? Being grateful for what we have and not being preoccupied with what we don't have. This kind of attitude builds resilience in leaders. It keeps us moving forward. Bad situations, they don't become stop signs, but a mere bump on the road. We may not have everything we want or everything we hope for, but that's okay, because we are on a journey. It's not the end. We're still moving forward. Being thankful helps us find the good in any situation and reminds us that tomorrow will be shaped by how we manage today. So we move forward. So instead of being sidetracked by unfavorable situations, we make best use of what is good today. In addition, being thankful puts us at peace with our situation and gives us confidence that all will be well. So firstly, being thankful sets us up for a winning attitude. Secondly, being thankful keeps us humble by recognizing that others have been a part of the success we have achieved. John Maxwell said, 1 is too small a number for greatness. He further explains that if the picture of your success does not include others, then that success is just too small. Warren Buffett gives credit to his success to his wife and staff. And I will quote indirectly, I suppose. He said something to this effect: I am fortunate enough to have married a brilliant woman and be surrounded by amazing people. What a wonderful heart of a leader. Successful leaders lead others to a mountaintop experience, and he recognizes that others will be part of the journey's success. With this in mind, I want to just remind us a few things. One, leaders give to others more than they receive from others. True leaders give praise and gratitude to those around them. We give to others the very thing they need when we say thank you and recognize their contribution to the team. Doesn't everybody want to be appreciated? Leaders want to be appreciated, so does every single team member want to be appreciated. So instead of asking our team how much they're going to give to us, we should ask ourselves, how much am I going to give to the team? Second thing, as leaders, we are called to care for those that we lead. Several ways to show that we care are appreciating and recognizing the members of our team or organization. When we are intentional in giving thanks, we proactively discover the good in the people around us. Gratitude rarely works the other way, meaning if we had to wait for our emotion to be stirred by how great people are around us, we may be waiting a long time. But when we build a habit of gratitude, we discover more things around us is worthy of our thanks. We don't have to wait for huge success to appreciate others. Look for the smallest reason so you can build a habit of giving thanks. Norman Vincent Peale said, "The more you practice the art of thankfulness, the more you have to be thankful for." Word of caution and a reality for all of us here. Humans have a tendency of looking at the bad things. We tend to look for the negative in others. We often see that others lack and not what they bring to the team. Make it a habit to acknowledge and appreciate those in our organization. Whether small or big accomplishment, learn to give thanks. Being grateful is a lifestyle. It is not just using words of thanks. John F. Kennedy said, "As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them." It means you need to have that true attitude of gratitude. So secondly, being thankful keeps us humble and leads us to care for those around us. Thirdly, being thankful reflects a change of heart resulting from knowing Jesus Christ. An ungrateful attitude is not a Christian character. Romans chapter 1:21 says, "For although they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened." Pride goes with ingratitude. When we are not thankful to God, it is a practice of our pride. It is not humility. Humility will always lead us to worship God. I think we live in a world of proud people who display such pride in their discontent with what they have. Remember, Christ healed 10 lepers, and only one came back to give thanks. But Paul tells us or commands us in several places to be thankful. 1 Thessalonians 5:18, it says, "In everything give thanks, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." In Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7, Paul said, "Do not be anxious about anything, But in everything by prayer and supplication, note, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the result? And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your minds in Christ Jesus. A few quick lessons from these verses. 1. An ungrateful attitude is characteristics of majority of this world. A Christian should be characterized by a thankful heart and a humble heart. 2nd, we have to be intentional in giving thanks. This is not natural. We must build a habit of thanksgiving. And number 3, being thankful is essential. If we want peace that allows us to move past the failures, disappointments, unexpected events, we need to be thankful to God. As this is Expedient Leadership, a few things for us to practice. 1, intentionally build a habit of giving thanks. Each day, for the next 27 days, I want to challenge all of us to write one thing that you're thankful to God, and also write a thank you note to another person. But be very specific to identify what it is that you're thankful for. Don't just say, thank you. Number 2, intentionally care for others by giving to others what they need. Everyone wants to be appreciated, including you and including me. And so when we do that towards others, they feel they are cared for and that they're loved. Take time to show public appreciation to someone in your organization or team. Plan to do this once a week, and maybe work your way to 3 times a week, and maybe later on every day of the week if you have a big enough organization. Once again, I want to thank you for joining Expedient Leadership, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you have enjoyed any of the content we've shared today, please like the video. And if anyone you know could use any of the materials we've shared, kindly share the link to this video. If you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next Expedient Leadership